executed it to perfection. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Hurts gets this to Sanders. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not.
Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts steps away. Looking sideline, and that's caught by Watkins. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. The kick by Elliott is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Nixon now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that is incomplete.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here trying to preserve the lead. Now Rodgers got to have this one. He finds Watson complete. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Jones. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him again, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Now Crosby for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles now down 28-24, under 1:20 to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Kingsley Enagbari in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. High throw, but the catch is made. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
He's back to throw, eluding the pressure right. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Back to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that...
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. Still have the lead as we get toward the end of the fourth.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
So the focus shifts back to the Packers offense. Trailing by 2. A little over 20 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Rodgers to throw. Watson making the catch. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
used to get the run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Lose it on my cardio, I used to get the run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the lead, but you ain't hooping around and tear you out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, the only thing you do is veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I say it all. I just stay cool, acting like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no time cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk dog, it's a room full of brines. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hell the king, made the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear it down, tear it down.
Today, from Ford Field in Detroit,
The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway from Ford Field. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously, ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Goff. And connecting. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Tell me I didn't just see these first 2 possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh? Worse? Yeah, just a little bit.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the sack master, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Well, Lamar Jackson, I mean, he is just a ticking time bomb when he has got the football in his hands, and he explodes, Charles, for a big one there.
So there was the boom, huh? Because that's exactly what happened, right? And you can be in the right spot against him and not necessarily make the play. His talent is so good.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 33. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. We're scoreless after 1. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Play action. It's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson finds his tight end Oliver here outright. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Lions and Jared Goff about ready to take over once more. And he's been loose with the football early. Interceptions on the first couple of drives. As they start again here, we'll see if he can do better. 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark, and it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 19. From the red zone now, Goff. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jared Goff connecting with DJ Chark. And the Lions have moved out in front. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's DJ Chark who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They go play action with Jackson. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay from 19 yards away. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 1st and 10, Goff. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Detroit. DJ Chark in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Badgley on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it's DJ Chark who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So we've hit halftime, just an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jared Goff and the rest of the Lions offense set to go to work once more. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On second and very short, Goff. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And meanwhile, Goff's throw into the hands of Reynolds here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Back to throw, Goff. And he's got it. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. From midfield now, here's Jackson, rolling to his right. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 22 more yards there and another first down.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. The Goff's throw taken in by Chark. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 28 yards to gain there on the catch and run.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Play action. It's Goff. And he wants Reynolds way downfield. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. So now, second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Goff. He'll find Reynolds over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing again is Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, second and 10. Now Goff. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down 28-24, just over 2 minutes to go. How costly of an interception will that be? It's time to find out. First and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Jackson to throw. Able to avoid him at the 40. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Buying time to his left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing. Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Working with a 2nd and 3. Jackson dumps it off to Edwards. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And they can't convert. It's incomplete. But they still have the lead here in the final moments of this game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. A big mistake there. You just got the lead 4th quarter, and now they start at the 40. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Well, that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's in! Are you kidding me?
How do you give that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. This one is going to sting for a while. I mean, how do you let that happen defensively?
One stop.
One stop. I know that it's easy to say that from the booth, but
it is.
How do you let that happen, partner?
That's one of those where sometimes you get overzealous on defense, get out of your lanes, don't take care of your assignments. But let's just go ahead and focus on the offensive guy. Look what they got done.
Yeah.
They needed to make one play themselves, and they did it.
Yeah, that's the reverse side. It was a heck of a play and a heck of an ending to this script.